Hello everyone, my name is Lydia. Today we are going to talk about some special kind of languages that you have maybe heard before. They are pigeons and creoles. And it is not the language of the animal pigeon, okay? So if you don't have any idea about these two terms, follow this video and let's launch into it to know them in depth. So before jumping to them, I would like to give you a small language definition. It is a system of communication special to human beings who make use of oral and written symbols, signals used by particular people, region, and communities. It is defined by Cambridge Advanced Learners Dictionary as a language that has developed from a mixture of two or more languages, and it is used by people who do not speak each other's language. The pidgin incorporates from both source languages and has a simplified grammatical structure to allow communication, and it doesn't have any native speakers. Pigeons are generally characterized as restricted and extended. In the life cycle of pigeons, one can note that they start off as restricted language varieties used in marginal contact situations for minimal trading purposes. From this original modest outset, a pigeon may, assuming that there are social reasons for it to do so, develop into an extended type. So now guys, let's take up the term creole. It is a language developed from using several languages. It starts as a pidgin and evolved into a full-grown language. So we can say that a creole is a pidgin which reached the level to enter the world of languages. It can be used to make literature or to create novels and poems, in contrast to pidgin. The term would seem to derive from French creole, in its turn coming from Portuguese criollo rather than from Spanish criollo, which goes back to an Iberian term meaning to nurse, breed, and bring up. The present meaning is native to a locality or country. Originally, it was used in 17th century to refer to those from European countries born in the colonies, and the term then underwent a semantic shift to refer to customs and language of those in the colonies, and later on to any language derived from a pidgin based on a European language, typically English, French, Portuguese, Spanish, and finally Dutch. Now, the term refers to any language of this type, irrespective of what the input language has been. And Middle English, it is argued by some scholars, was a Creole language that evolved when Old English speaking women married Norman French speaking foreign aristocrats. Generally, a stabilized pidgin can take some years, less than for the Creole language to emerge and flourish, and the development of Creole languages spans over 50 years, three generations of speakers. The beginnings of the study of Pidgin and Creole languages as a distinct linguistic subdiscipline can be traced back to the second half of 19th century, when scholars started to get interested in new languages that emerged in extreme contact situations, new languages that emerge in extreme contact situations induced by the European colonial expansion. Now, let's take up the examples to solidify the previous acquaintance. So, the first example of pidgin is about Captain Cook, and surely you wonder who he is. Captain James Cook is a particular historical figure, as he was the first Westerner to land on the island of Hawaii in 1778. When he was communicating with the Hawaiians, it was through Tahitian that he picked up while he was visiting Tahiti. And the Tahitian, when speaking to the Hawaiians, probably speak a simplified version of his language, which is Polynesian, similar to Hawaiians. Now, the period of 1552 to 1576 is noteworthy in the history of Hawaii pidginization. The first reason is the arrival Chinese to work as a plantation laborers. Also, the learning of English took on new significance and gained dramatically in prestige, so the Hawaiians declined and the English grew. The second example, in addition, is that several French-based pigeons have been noted in West Africa. They, for example, petit nègre, a word which may cover a multiplicity of forms. A partially pigeonized French was and probably still spoken in North Africa, probably in our country Algeria, which is a national and official language. Now we move to the Creole's example. The first is we can find Maltese language, which is a blend of Arabic and one of the old dialects of Scilly. The island is located in south of Scilly and north of Moorish countries. Second is Haitian Creole. It takes a great deal of vocabulary from French placed into a West African grammatical structure. The third is Seychellois Creole or Creole Seychellois, a French Creole spoken in the Seychelles. The fourth example is Mauritian Creole. It is a French Creole spoken in Mauritius Island and it is located in Eastern Africa. It's what a lot of people don't know, especially me. As we can see in these images shown in the video, that the island of Mauritius, it's a very beautiful island to visit. The last example, it's Cape Verdean Creole, a Portuguese Creole spoken in Cape Verde. Cape Verde is located off the northwest coast of Africa. It is famous for its Afro-Portuguese Creole culture, its Morna music and its many beaches, as you see in the shown pictures. The process of pidginization is very common in any situation in which a lingua franca is called for. Normally, any such variety dies out very quickly once the situation which gave rise to it no longer obtains. If the situation does continue to exist, then the pidgin is likely to survive. To conclude, pidgin and creole play such a major role in everyday life of people. It enables students and workers to communicate with each other from different backgrounds. Alright guys, so it is the end of this video. There's such more detailed and complex information about these two pidgin and creoles, and if you want to know more, you can explore about it and watch more YouTube videos and online lectures that you will find in the description box. Hope you enjoyed the video and I would appreciate seeing your feedbacks in the comment section. Thanks for watching and bye!